Hello everyone, how are you? My name is Aisha from 11 Science 3 and also from Group 5 about blood circulatory system. Here I would like to give explanation about transfusion blood and also blood type. But before that, I would like to say so sorry because I cannot attend the class because I am still leaving class right now. So from this video, I will tell and explain about the topic. Well, let's check this out.
Imagine you have been involved in an accident, you're bleeding and rushed to hospital. Thankfully, you are given a blood transfusion to replace your lost blood. But you cannot just have blood from any old donor. In fact, when doctors first attempted blood transfusion in the 17th century, they were unsuccessful and patients die. How do medical teams know what blood to give to which patients? Different people have different blood types or groups, right? You can be either O, B, A, or AB. If you are given a blood transfusion, you must have blood which is compatible with your blood type. So if you are one of the AB blood groups, you can receive blood from all allowed of donors, whereas if you are blood type O, you can only receive blood from others O. Or if you are O negative, you can only receive blood from other O negative donors. But what makes bloods into the different types? The type O, B, A, or AB depends on little molecules called antigens that are found on the surface of the red blood cells. The antigens can be 1 or 4, A antigens, B antigens, both A and B antigens, or there may be no antigens. As you can see, the type of antigens you have determines which blood type you are. See how type O doesn't have any antigens. That's why it's a special blood type that can be donated to everyone else. It's not as a universal donor. Antigens trigger an immune response in which your body tries to get rid of them as it thinks they are foreign and bad. Because blood type O doesn't have any antigens on its surface, this means that when type O is donated to people from other blood groups, the recipient's body doesn't recognize them as a foreign. And so don't try to fight them off, which is why no antigen O is the universal donor. Which type of antigen is present on your red blood cell is determined through inheritance. You inherit one copy of the antigen gene type or allele from your mother and one from your father to give you your genes, which then determine your blood type. See here how AO and BO and end up as blood types A or B. That because the allele from the antigens A and the allele from the antigens B are both dominant over the allele for no antigens O, whereas here if you have one parent as A and the other as B, so you have genes AB, then you would be blood group AB. This is an example of codominance, which we'll learn about more in detail in this video. To have blood group O, you need your genes to be OO, and so both of your parents must also be O. This is because the allele is recessive. Despite being recessive, blood group O is the most common around the world. In summary, our blood group is determined by the presence or absence of A and B antigens on our red blood cells, which are inherited from our parents. The blood group you are also determines who you can receive blood donation from and who you can donate blood to. And thankfully, now that doctors understand this, patients can safely receive life-saving. Well, there's a lot of people, so why do people need blood transfusion? In this video, we will learn about blood transfusion, why they are necessary, and who can receive blood from whom. Blood is extremely important. In brief, red blood cells carry oxygen, white blood cells fight contagious disease, platelets aid clotting, and plasma transport carbon dioxide and ensure the blood keeps flowing when pumped by the heart. For more about the function of the blood, watch this video. When a person loses blood, perhaps during an accident, surgery, or childbirth, they lose vital components in their blood, and their blood volume drops. The reduced volume causes a drop in blood pressure, making it more difficult for blood to circulate the body. Our bodies will eventually produce blood to replace the lost blood, but this takes some time. So sometimes, doctors will give patients a transfusion to quickly replace the blood that has been lost. In this case, whole blood is often given to the patient. This means blood that has not been filtered or changed in any way. Other reasons a person may be given a blood transfusion, or if they are a sufferer of anemia or a type of cancer that affects the blood, or sickle cell disease, or thalassemia. All of these conditions need blood transfusion, not because of low blood volume, but because the servers have difficulty producing one of the important blood components. These patients do not always need whole blood, they may only be given one of the components of the blood. For example, patients suffering from anemia are given a transfusion of just red blood cells, since that is the portion of their blood that is causing them to be ill. So, what happens when you have a blood transfusion? A blood sample is taken to check your blood group. Sitting or lying down, a needle is inserted into a vein in your arm or hand. The blood then runs from the back down the tube through the needle into your vein. You don't really feel anything when receiving blood, it can just take a little while. So, can everyone receive a blood transfusion from anyone else? No, you can only receive blood from compatible blood groups. To find out more about blood groups, watch more this video. Blood transfusion are extremely important. It is a very safe procedure and can be life-saving, given that 25% of us will benefit from a blood transfusion over the course of our lives. So, if you're over than 17 years old and weigh more than 50 kilograms, you might want to investigate if you're able to donate blood today.
Well, that's all from me. Thank you so much for your great attention and see you on the next occasion. Bye bye.